World coral reef, about 27%, have been effectively lost due to climate change by coral bleaching, largely during El Nino and La Nina. Near 60% of world coral reef are threatened by human-induced stresses. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arif and I am from Group 8. We are going to present coral reef degradation due to anthropogenic activities in Malaysia. What is coral reef? Coral reef are large underwater structures composed of skeletons of coral, which are marine invertebrate animals. Coral reef in Malaysia are about 4,006 kilometers squared, with over 550 species contributed to nation's economy. This represents approximately 80% of the number of species identified in Coral Triangle. The Coral Triangle is a roughly triangular area in the tropical waters around Indonesia, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, the Philippines, the Solomon Islands, and Timor-Leste. This area contains at least 500 species of reef-building corals in each ecoregion. Berg 2002 summarized percentage at medium or higher threats of coral reef are 87% in Malaysia. According to Mazlan 2005, coral reef threats are combinations of natural hazards and anthropogenic. However, threats facing Malaysian coral reef are varied by its location. Now, we are going to the issues of coral degradation. The first source of pollution in marine sources of coral is sedimentation. It is a major reason for the poor to fair condition of corals in Peninsular Malaysia due to the increases of sedimentation. Huge amount of sediment changes biological, physical, and chemical environment of coral reef contribute to the restriction of coral growth. High sedimentation rates, direct flow of sewage into the sea, and overdevelopment in coastal zones are few of the factors contribute to poor coral cover was found in Tanjung Tuan and Port Dickson. Second is tourism. Tourism impact is also one of the major reasons to the decrease of leaf corals coverage in Peninsular Malaysia. Such condition can be observed in Perhentian, Redang, and Tioman Island. The third reason is scuba diving and snorkeling. Snorkelers, scuba divers, and reef walkers have become a major concern in the degradation of coral reef. It is reported that physical damage to corals are caused by snorkelers in Tioman Island. Similarly, in Paya Island, most of corals have been damaged due to uncontrolled diving and snorkeling. Last but not least, it is overfishing. Overfishing and fish blasting have caused damage of vast coral tracts, accounting loss of more than 80% of original coral cover in Sabah. Corals in Southeast Sabah, such as Semporna, have been damaged by overfishing, fish blasting, and cyanide. Generally, sedimentation rate is the main problem in West Malaysia, whereas overfishing and fishing blasting are the main threats associated in East Malaysia. High-density shipping lanes to the Straits of Malacca and western coast of Peninsular Malaysia have impacted huge damage to its pristine coral reef in this area. Next, I'll pass to the next presenter.
Hello, I'm Melissa. The way to protect coral reef is by the sewage treatment. Waste management is an issue on the island. State government should construct a centralized wastewater treatment plant, and as for tourism practices, we should ensure the beaches are always clean and low amounts of trash entering the marine environment. And next is to practice responsible diving and snorkeling. Supervising divers and snorkeling operations would reduce the physical impact on reef. Divers can participate in Reef Check Malaysia conservation program and enroll in eco-diver course where divers are trained to assist with surveys and conducting Reef Check monitoring program. And last one, to monitor coral health, reef check surveys are done to track changes of coral reef over time. A 100-meter transect line is deployed and along it 420-meter length area are surveyed, each separated by 5 meters, which provides 4 replicates per transect. The basic idea of the reef check protocol is to swim along a 100-meter measuring tape, which is the transect, and count organisms in the 4 sections. There are 4 types of data collected. So the first one is fish abundance. The fish survey is carried out by swimming slowly along the transect line and counting the indicator fish within each section. And the next one is invertebrate abundance. Divers count the indicator invertebrates along the same 4 sections, and for the substrate cover, the reef substrate category such as leaf coral is noted every 0.5 meter. And for the impact, the survey involved the assessment of damage to coral from bleaching, anchoring, and also destructive fishing. So I'll pass to the next presenter.
Hi, I am Sahira. Next, I will discuss on the role of individuals, society, as well as government in order to protect and conserve coral reef. First thing first, for individuals, it is crucial for us to develop self-awareness on the importance of coral reef and also the necessity to protect them. When we individuals are aware with these basic things, we will indirectly be treating marine ecosystem in a proper manner, such as practicing safe diving, volunteering in beach cleanup, and many more. As for society, they should educate people on matters related to the coral reef, especially on the impact of coral reef depletion if the anthropogenic activities continue to occur. Society also can gather and help fund through any organizations such as Perhentian Marine Research Station and Reef Check Malaysia in order to protect coral reef as well as to conduct research for the sake of marine life. Besides, society also can conduct programs in promoting coral reef conservation. Lastly is the role of government, which is to implement law in order to eradicate the anthropogenic activities that cause harm to the coral reef. Besides, government also responsible to promote conservation and sustainable management of its marine resources, for example, its involvement in multilateral partnership in Coral Triangle Initiative with other countries. Other than that, government also may emphasize ecotourism in Malaysia along with minimization of anthropogenic threat in the daily operation of resorts and also dive center. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Amira. To look deeper into the government efforts, let's check out the federal legislation applied on Peninsular Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak on the protection of coral reef in Malaysia. First, Environmental Quality Act 1974. This act provides a legal basis on environmental protection through coordination and regulation of all activities relating to the discharge of waste into the environment. Second is the Fisheries Act 1985. It is an act relating to fisheries, including the conservation, management and development of maritime and estuaries, fishing and fisheries. In Malaysia, fisheries water, to turtles, to riverine fishing in Malaysia. This act also cater the overfishing activities in Malaysia. Third is the Pesticide Act 1974. The Pesticide Act 1974 is the principal legislation to regulate the management of pesticides in Malaysia. The Act covers the management of all pesticides and other chemicals used in agriculture. The fourth one is the Plant Quarantine Act 1976. It is an act to amend and consolidate the laws relating to the controls, prevention, and eradication of agricultural pests, noxious plant, and plant disease. The last one is the Custom Prohibition of Exports Amendment Number 4, Order 1993. This act controls the exportation activities of the things listed, including the coral reef. In conclusion, Allah have gifted us the sea that we can benefit on. So, as a faithful human being, we must be grateful and take care of the coral reef to prevent it from any harm. That's all from us. Thank you.